I'm Stephen Goldstein. Yeah, I have to tell you, Mr. Mayor. Okay, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, may I take a second of your time, Mr. Mayor?
Sit down. Wait, just let Steve speak. We can just put the sign down.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor. My name is Stephen Goldstein. The chairman and oh my goodness, can we actually talk? Is this actually the way you run council meetings? You don't even let people talk. Let me finish my sentence. I'm Stephen Goldstein. My name is Stephen. I'm Stephen Goldstein. I'm chairman of Garden State Equality, the state's largest advocacy organization, 64,000 members. Montclair, New Jersey is our headquarters. We have offices across the state. I had a wonderful meeting with the mayor this morning, which is why so many of our members are in pain tonight. Mr. Mayor, I think that you would acknowledge that we had a very civil meeting. In fact, it was actually a friendly meeting, was it not?
Absolutely.
I would ask in that spirit, because I came in this morning with an open mind, an open heart, not looking to accuse you of anything, and we had a good meeting. In that same spirit, will you please let people, make sure that people can speak at this microphone without being dogged by cheers, by applause, by boos? Is that okay? Because please, will you tell the audience that I came to you in good spirit this morning?
I'm trying to keep order the entire meeting. Just, if you can, everybody just hold your comments, let Mr. Goldstein speak.
Because we had a great meeting this morning, and your mayor did give me time. Mr. Mayor, I think what hurt us so much, what hurt me so much today is, I had a meeting with you today, and I heard decent things about you because you're a reformer, and we know that this town of Secaucus has been through an awful lot, and we have great respect for the people here at the Take Back Secaucus movement. Your citizen activism at its finest. We may not agree with you on this issue, but cheers to you that you could get a crowd like this both on our side and your side, and you represent the best of democracy. So thank you so much for coming, truly. My hat's off to you. Okay, now, in that spirit, you asked to meet with me yesterday. You very, very straightforwardly, almost enthusiastically made clear that the 3 firefighters would not be reinstated. I had no idea today, when I met you, that there was in fact an agreement in 2008 that made it no big concession at all. The 3 firefighters really can't come back onto the force.
I can answer that, and if you want to wait till the end, I will.
It's all right. Let me finish. Can they come back onto the force, by the way?
Well, any agreement can be made at any time.
Do you intend to bring them back onto the force at any
I
time?
just told you that I spoke to the 3 firefighters, and they have no intention at this time of moving.
At this time?
No intention.
At this time?
They have no intention of coming back.
Okay. So, you're right. What you didn't tell me was that there was, in this essence, a promotion for one of them. Where we differ factually, Mr. Mayor, and where we differ in where we stand, is many of us here do believe that a public official's action in one arena is related to elsewhere. And good people like you and us can differ on that. So I ask you not to dismiss out of hand that good people believe there's a link. Public service isn't a right, it's a privilege. It's a privilege for all of you to be able to run for public office and represent the great people of Secaucus. It is a privilege to serve the public in a position of public safety. It's not a right. It may be a livelihood, but it's not a right. It's a right to make a living. We're all pretty progressive. It's not a right to serve the public. The charges are serious enough, Mr. Mayor, where we wonder why wasn't there some sort of truth commission, further inquiry before this promotion was made. As one of the things that impressed me about you this morning was you yourself acknowledge that the town has not promulgated sufficient sensitivity and diversity training. You said it, and I admire you for saying that. And that, you know, we said we would work together on further sensitivity and diversity training. Well, why wasn't that done beforehand? What was the rush as a matter of process? You who ran on an admirable ticket of transparency, of accountability, of openness, what really was the rush here? Why not work with us and maybe the firefighters and maybe Mr. Snyder to have made him more sensitive? Second, I want to say you're right. He was not criminally charged of something. But the facts, sir, are hardly the other extreme. Mr. Snyder and two other firefighters were found by a jury to have participated in conduct that cost this town $4.8 million. These are hard economic times with 10% unemployment. People in Secaucus and all over New Jersey are suffering. Legally, the odds are much, much higher, Mr. Lianza, Mr. Drummeller, that there's going to be legal action because the town is on notice. I am a lawyer, and good lawyers can have different opinions, and we'll probably see you in court. It's unfortunate. We will probably see you in court. It's not what we wanted. There was a rush here that did not reflect your very admirable platform. And what hurts us most is the inability to see our point of view, that when you're in public service and been appointed to Public Works, where in this very dangerous day and age, Public Works is in charge of the infrastructure, it runs the infrastructure of a city. And we live in a time where infrastructure is part of national security. In fact, infrastructure, we don't live so far from Newark Airport. Infrastructure matters. I can tell you that gay and lesbian people are now terrified in Secaucus, that the man in charge of their... By the way, I think you need diversity training because you're having people laugh at the notion of gay and lesbian people, and I think this is part of the problem.
That's not what we're laughing at.
Well, I said the words gay and lesbian people burst down to laughter.
That's terrifying.
Please, let him speak.
Okay, so Mr. Mayor, one, will you commit to a diversity and sensitivity program that exceeds the lacking program that you've acknowledged exists in Secaucus?
I told you this morning, and that was one of my goals. You have to realize I'm here 3 weeks.
Nice start.
One of my goals is to, you can't really start off on the right foot, I guess. But
I guess not.
I think I am on the right foot.
Now, Mr. Mayor, go ahead, please go.
You're only 7 minutes, but let me...
It's all right. Moses wandered for 40 years. Go ahead.
I look forward to sensitivity training.
Okay.
It's much more than a 10-minute videotape. I think the town needs that. I think that's something I would implement almost immediately. And if you want to be a part of it, I would welcome that.
Okay, we appreciate that.
Secondly, you well know, as everyone else in your group knows, that Mr. Snyder has been an employee in a supervisory position since day one. Never did I think that his promotion would be an issue with any of you. He's been an employee for 35 years. I went through his record. Never did I think today when we met, or I thought you would have told me that his employment was an issue. Did you ever mention it?
Well, I have an answer to that. Can I answer that?
His employment-
But I have an answer to it. I have an answer to it.
His employment is not...
I have an answer to it. You're entitled to an answer. Truth be told, I heard such great things about you. I thought when we met this morning that it wouldn't even be in your wildest imagination to give this guy a promotion. And he is a public servant.
A damn good one.
Mayor Ganelli, I'm just astonished as our good people here. You have people actually screaming here. We appreciate that people can take back Secaucus, and we can take back our business from Secaucus. And starting today, that's what we're going to do.